don't respect me. They don't care about me. It's this, that, that. They taking me for granted. I quit.
Lawful wedded husband.
To be my...
I'm 13. How about 13's hard?
With a tramp like you?
Well, I know it hurts being third rate, but aren't you accustomed to it yet?
Oh, Robin, I see.
I baptized myself the slut of Springfield!
Son of a bitch in heat. I found out myself what love is all about.
Hey everybody, it's me, Nikki. Let's go ahead and talk that Beyond the Gates today. Okay, so Joey had a listening device put into Boozy Susie Doug's car. Boozy Susie Doug then quit his job. First of all, if I was Crewneck Ted, he would have got popped in his mouth for talking to me crazy, but you know, hey, that's just me. Crewneck Ted was trying to talk to, Doug about him, having the shakes, being a little boozy, not really focusing on things that he needs to focus on when it came down to the job, and the fact that he is up here making mistakes that first year residents are catching and fixing for him. So now it's this whole issue that, oh, the hospital they don't respect me, they don't care about me, it's this, that, that, they taking me for granted. I quit. If y'all can't see my genius, I quit. And it's just like, they are seeing the fact that you are going through something and it's obviously affecting your job, which is then causing issues. So why not go get the help that he don't want the help? So he quit and basically puts it into him and Crewneck Ted's friendship. It was talking crazy to Crewneck Ted about, hey, at least I still have my marriage. We might be going through stuff, but my wife ain't never put me out. I was like, wow, he got a mouth on him. He quit his job. So he called Vanessa and he was like, I quit my job and I'm not worried about working. Since you want to be the queen pin of money laundering, I should be the king. And Joey's money is unlimited. Why should I have to work and do anything? Because a man who don't work don't eat. You have no job, you don't eat. What is he not getting about this? I don't know. But he said, listen, I have enough on Joey to blackmail him and get whatever I want. And Vanessa's whole thing is that money is definitely not unlimited. Her accountant was telling her the I, the R, and S might be running down on you because you can't tell me where this windfall of money has come from. I don't care what you're going to do with it. I need to know where it came from because this is going to be an issue for the books. And she telling him, you need to figure it out. So Vanessa's going through this whole thing. Nicole in her ear telling her she needs to stop messing around with Joey, but she's not going to stop messing around with Joey because she wants to be what? A mob wife. A MOBWIFE. Mob wife. I feel like I spelled that right. If I didn't, mind your business. She's not going to do that. So when she goes down there and talk to Joey after Nicole, gives her moral high standard lecture of the day, Joey basically is like, first of all, you're lying to my face, because she tells him about the money, fine. And then when he asked about Doug quitting the job and the issue that Doug is, she lies to him and she was like, oh, I only lied to you because I'm trying to save his reputation. He needs to get back to work. His career is everything, and he needs to have his practice. Believe it or not, before gambling got a hold of him, he was a really good surgeon. Joey said, I don't care about that. You need to get your husband under control. You need to get your husband in order. And yes, I have a listening device in his car. And a listening device in the car is for now. If I have to take it a step further, I'll take it a step further. I don't want to stay around this. I'm just breaking into this business. This is between all of you. No, it's everybody. Okay? He's like, don't lie to me no more. You better get your husband in order. You better get him under lock and key. And now that we're done talking about business, give me a little lip, okay? And they start kissing, and it's just like, Doug is gonna go to the upper room because he's such a disappointment. You should have just kept your job and kept it on the straight and narrow. Y'all are in this situation because of you. Moving on. Triple H, I still feel like somehow, someway they're still gonna blame Danny for this. Triple H is in the office with Evil Genuine and Caroline. Evil Genuine and Caroline are going over some documents for something they have to do in Atlanta. A deposition in Atlanta. So she comes in, trotting around in her cute little outfit. I like this outfit today. I will rock this. But she came in there with a cup of coffee and some French toast or a cinnamon roll or something. And she's like, you forgot your breakfast. And she ends up tripping over a box and she falls face first, belly first, And Evil Genuine is worried. He was like, "Oh no, we need to get you checked out. The baby, the baby, the baby. You're moving reckless with my baby." She was like, "Well, you didn't get checked out." And he was like, "Well, I was being stubborn. My hand was shaking, my hand was going up, and I didn't get checked out. Look what happened. We need to get the baby checked out." And she's trying to do everything but go to the hospital because we know, and she knows, ain't no damn baby. So when it comes down to it, when it really boils down to it, he gets her a appointment for the next day because they were booked solid for today. He gets her appointment for the next day and is like, "Listen, I gotta go to Atlanta tonight. I'll be back in the morning to go to the appointment with you, and I can finally see the baby," because he really, 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 really wants to see the baby, and she really, really, really does not want to go to the hospital. She does not want to have that appointment, and at some point in time, she's going to say, "Oh my God, my baby. Something is wrong with my baby." And yeah, this is an issue. This is an issue because we know Danny is going to be there somehow, some way, and Danny might actually get blamed for this. But we all know she fell on her stomach. We all know she fell on her stomach. Let that be clear. Now Nicole is down there talking to Carlton. They on a little breakfast date and they have a really great conversation. He laughing, she laughing. They don't understand why Crew Neck Ted was not at the concert, but they kind of understand somehow, some way. He got a ticket to Wiggy Wonder and she got to come to the concert. And Nicole thanks him for keeping Wiggy Wonder in check. So they're talking about childhood memories and how he had a fear of rabbits. His friend had a rabbit. The rabbit bit him, but that made him want to become a doctor. So it's really good conversations. This first time we've seen Nicole laugh in a few months. It's like real laugh. Like this ain't no fake laugh. This is a deep belly laugh. She's having a good time. And Carlton was like, "Well, since it's going so good, maybe we can make this like a dinner thing." Because he had already told Ted that he wanted Nicole. He already told Ted, "You messed up and I got my sights on your wife," okay? He already told him this. So Crew Neck Ted popped up and he was like, "Oh, the concert went well. Love that for y'all. I hope she didn't cause, talk about Wiggy Wonder, didn't cause no issues. She tried, but that woman wasn't gonna steal my mama's shine." Show wasn't. And it's just like, Crew Neck Ted, pay attention to what's going on. Your wife is sitting here with your partner having a breakfast date, and she to your face says, and Carlton, like you not being there and Wiggy Wonder being there gave me and Carlton a time to connect, and I'm having a great time. He's about to steal your wife. What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do? And then we got Miss Jan and Danny trying to talk some sense into Andre and Vanilla Bean Ashley. Miss Jan is listening to Ashley talk about how, oh, she wants different things out of life. She doesn't want Derek anymore. She doesn't want that relationship. It's not what it is. She wants to travel. She wants to move around. She wants to do all these things. And Miss Jan was like, "What's the issue? Before you had no problem settling down and setting down roots. Now you want to travel. Andre is the reason. So what are you gonna do?" Like, it was very nuanced, but what are you gonna do when he has to go out of the country as a photographer to go film something or take pictures of somebody in another country? "Oh well, traveling nurses are a thing. I'll just get a job where he's at." And it's just like, y'all not even a couple. He's saying this is a friendship. She's gonna call him to come over to her apartment later to talk because at this point her mama just basically said, "I can't support what you're doing because you're like one of those starry-eyed girls that's gonna follow a man off a cliff because you're not thinking clearly." Andre is a player. Right now, he got Vanilla Bean in one hand, Danny in the other hand, and he's living his best life. Now, he did tell Danny that at any time that he starts ignoring and not answering calls and disregarding what they got going on, then that's when it's over. But until then, he cool where he at with Danny. And Danny tried to tell him, "You are gonna end up breaking, Vanilla Bean's heart." She did call her bland, unseasoned French meal. Okay, she did call her a bland, unseasoned French meal. But she was like, "The way you operate, you're going to end up breaking that girl's heart. And you are going to break that pure heart and have her spiraling." Everybody is trying to keep them apart because they know the bad outcome that will come from the situation. It's not going to be good. I don't see super couple from Vanilla Bean and Andre. Now, shout out to Miss Anita for making sure that her daughters knew how to cook and knew how to fight, okay? Because she said, "Y'all gonna learn everything I knew growing up as a girl from Chicago, and y'all gonna learn to cook, y'all gonna learn to clean, y'all gonna learn how to fight, do hair, sew, and all that stuff." Shout out to Miss Anita for keeping her daughters connected to their roots. But yeah, they trying to make Vanilla Bean Ashley and Andre a thing, and Derek is over here spiraling. First he tried with Shanice, that didn't work. Now he finna do a triathlon, and it's just like, I wanted Jacob so badly to tell him that Andre and Danny were a thing, but Jacob don't know because he wasn't at the concert and Naomi ain't told him. Just messy.